Hi ladies, it's Melody. I'm here in Newbies doing the cover for my personal junk journal. And what I've decided to get started with here is, I haven't tried it yet and I'm excited, is Distress Resist Spray. Hi Millie. So I thought I would try it out on this project since I haven't tried it before, and I did want to keep this project light. So I thought maybe if I put this in the center here, right? So I have a little bit of it in the center there, and I got to get some paper towels just in case I need them. That whatever I put in the center, hi Angelique, hopefully won't saturate this area as much. Now it may not do anything, I don't know, it may just make it lighter, we'll see. But this way I get to try it and know for sure what it does. And well, I lost the lid, that's okay, I'll set it aside. And then, oh, here it is. And then use it according to what I find out. Hi Melissa, in future projects. So it's right there. Now we'll find out what Distress Resist Spray actually does in this concept, which is a hardcover book that was a fabric texture linen, and then I gessoed it, added texturing paste, modeling paste through stencils, and then gessoed it again. Okay, so this has been gessoed twice. Alrighty, so I have these colors over here, just a whole wad of different fun bright colors because I love pink. And so where I'm at in my journey is that I am going to do this journal colorful and exciting to bring me joy. Hi ladies, got some from Hobby Lobby on clearance, but haven't tried it yet. Yeah, I haven't either, so we'll see. We will see. Now this has mica in it. This is a yellow that got started. I made this with markers, and then I have added some yellow ink from Copic markers refills, and then there's yellow mica. So let's see how that looks over the top of that. Let me bring my paper out a little bit. I have 2 sheets of large paper under here to mop up this. Well, so now, from the looks of it, it didn't resist that any differently than anything else. So, okay, something to note. Let's see, it says Tim Holtz Distress Resist Spray is a textured spray that dries clear and is water resistant. Works on protected area. Water resistant, okay, but not alcohol resistant. Okay, so that's what I did wrong, is I did not read the directions, but now you know you need to use this with the water-based colors, whatever it is, watercolor, water, acrylic based paint, something like that. So now I know, but I did want to have the yellow on here as a bright, oh, how do I put it? I'm going to layer up with my light colors and then go to my darker colors. So the yellow, of course, is the lightest of what I have. Now I'm not really seeing much of the mica, but if I look close, I can see a bit of the shine. But that's a really pretty combination inside of there. Now this one I just made. Again, it's a Copic ink marker refill because I bought some pastels. And so I'm going to get in here. And that is real light. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off these areas to give them a base color. There we go. So now there's a light layer of pink on there. I have the fan on, but oh my goodness, spray it for that long. And I'll do that. I like this here. Do you see where that's getting kind of darker around the letters there, or the modeling paste. So I'm going to fan this for a second because I need to get fresh air. Now I am going to come in with my green because I'm not going to want a ton of that. I just want some. There we go. Just like a wave of it right there. Maybe a wave of it right there. Because it'll kind of look like maybe leaves outside of my flower here. And then it can wave up to there, and then we'll wave it over here. And then we're going to call it moving on from there with that one. I know what. Let's see if my heat gun will help me out a bit. Excuse the noise, ladies. All right, you see how some of that start to get that dark ridge around the puddles? I really like that. Oh, good. Yeah, I agree, Melissa. Millicent, to have, and Melissa, to have the stuff to get to see. Now, these majority are made from, started out being made from markers. And then sometimes I will add more ink to it if it just gets too blah and I'm looking for something else. This was made with markers, orange, and then I added other colors to it. And check this out. This thing gets crazy. And I put mica in it. And I don't have the little ball in there, so I have to really work on it. But I don't know if I put orange mica in there. But I'm going to bring this up here with the, there we go, right around there. Right around there. So check that one out. And the thing is it dries funky. It dries kind of with the dark pink edge. At least it does on paper. I don't know what it will do here. Yeah, it changes from what it looked like when it was first sprayed. When it was first sprayed, it looked neon. And then when it dries, it's not so bad. There we go. Alrighty, so now I've got green and yellow and an orangey pink, and I definitely want pink. And then I'm gonna at some point come in with the blues and purples, but I'm gonna go to my pink right along the edge here of this orange and have the orange flow into pink for me. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love that. Look at that. That's the pink that I like. Let me get this dried and you'll be able to see it without the reflection. Isn't that pretty, ladies? Oh my goodness. Just a really pretty, delicate pink. Oh. Everyone has their favorite colors. That one's one of mine. Okay, so I'm going to bring that pink over here too because I want it to flow through the whole project. And there we go. And then I will layer up from there. Now I'm going to get, I already did the green. So I have blue, a darker reddish pink, and a teal. This one is really rich. This one is just going to go bam when I bring it out. So I'm going to put it on this back side because I want to see how it lands before I try to use it anywhere on the front. So I'm going to bring this in right here and see what I can do with it. But see that? Woo! That is a bright color. I think what I'm going to try to do is throw a little blender yellow on there to try to get it not quite so teal. And then I'll come back and get some teal, but not such a big section. So do you see why it was so important to put the gesso on there, you guys? You can't use these kind of inks and liquidy products on something that doesn't have all the same base. If I hadn't put the gesso on this, it would have reacted differently. It would have reacted differently to the fabric. And this way, everything's going to have some sort of continuity to it. That doesn't mean that if you didn't put it on there and what you made wouldn't still be beautiful, but it wouldn't do what I wanted it to do, I guess is the point. Hi, Judy. So now I'm going to come in with some of this blue and see what happens on the edge of this green. And before I go into the front with it, because I'm just kind of leery about getting the darker colors into my front, I wanted it to be more of the pinks and pastel-y and the reds and pinks. So, but this blue, that's pretty. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling that blue. I'm going to bring that blue right over here into this edge, right? And I'm going to get it going like that. I'm going to dry it up. Try to get it to move a little bit for me. I have a blender here that I can, oops, throw the lid on the floor, but I can bring this in and try to move that a little bit on those edges. I hate blunt edges. I'd rather have it blend a little bit better than it did. There we go. There we go. Do you see how that moves around now? That's what the blenders do. It thins it out to where it'll move around and blend with the other. And then look, I'm getting some lines in there. Sorry about the reflection, ladies. I'm getting some like watercolor lines. That blue's really pretty on there. Really pretty. Getting a little bit of mud right there because of the blue and the green and the pink and the yellow, but I'm going to look at it as a coffee dyed color instead of actual mud color. Alrighty, so now I have touched it with all the colors except for one. I have one more color that I want to add in here. Then I know you guys are going, wow, that's going to be just one bold book. But you know what? I want it to sing to me every morning or every afternoon. Whenever I grab this thing out and touch it, I want it to sing to me. And these are the colors that sing to me. So here we go. So here's the purple. And I want to blend that out a bit. I don't want it to look just like that. So I'm going to do this. All right. And I'm going to get that to blend into the blue a little bit. Don't want to go over to my yellow too much. It's darkening. I'm going to let it just roll off the edge rather than roll to the middle of the book. And that's okay too, because look what we're creating down here. Isn't that fun? Now that looks pretty, doesn't it? The white behind the purple like that. Now I love that. The purple and the blue are really looking pretty right there. Now I'm going to come back in and I'm going to see about throwing this color in the center of this flower, on the edge of this flower. And this one is such a leaker. Oh, it's such a pain. But I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to add blender. You're not supposed to put the blender in a spray bottle. That's what I was told. It's not, or I've seen on the videos, it's not good for you to breathe. You don't want to spray it in the air. But boy, is it tempting, because I would love to have it be in a spray bottle rather than flowing out in a straight line like that. But it just is what it is. That's the way you're supposed to work with it, so I don't dwell on it. Now that almost outlines my flower, doesn't it? That's really pretty. So now I can get, let's see, I have this, which let me spray down here. This is an orangey red. And I'm going to bring that up here a little bit and just try to create a whole nother little area, but in a different lighter color. Not quite so, oh, I don't know. That kind of had a brownish tone to it, which is okay. It's not bad. I just liked, I think I like this pink, this deeper shade of gold, because I can tone all of this down. You know what I can do? I can go over it with a brown that I've made that would say give me the impression of coffee dye. I can go over it with white and brighten it up, lighten it up. I can dull it down. I can do anything I want. I want you to really see how pretty that is in those crevices, and how now all the letters and the flowers are starting to stand up. But I need to find what I really, really, really want in that center to go bam. So now I got to think about this for a second, because you don't want it to be too monotone, but I got to decide, do I want to do the teal or the purple? Oh, I think I'm going to do the purple. I'm not even going to wait for anyone to say anything, because I just think I love the purple so much. So I'm going to put this right here. And then I'm going to hurry with the blender, and I'm going to get that moving a bit and see what I end up with. Move this around a bit. I just like the way the purple soaks into the background and almost becomes distressed itself. It's just a wonderful color. And I could actually, if I did this right, put another color around there maybe. It would be pretty on the outside of that purple. I wonder, I guess I could blend it with the blue a little bit. Let's see if this blue, this is a really light blue with mica in it. And I'm just going to bring it right around this edge to blend that purple in with the yellow. Okay, I'm going to pull the comments down. Oh, I wish it rolled on its own. The bins are right in front of us. Got to go. Bye, Judy. Magic. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. I am really enjoying this. Now, I also have a magic technique up my sleeve. Woohoo! White. So anything that I got dark and I'm not sure about, I can just spray some white on there. So let's try it on this purple. See if we can get the purple to be a little bit brighter, because I liked it here better than here. And I'm not sure what I have to do to try to help that, but we'll start with this. Okay, so there is a ball in there, and you do have to shake it up, but you're supposed to shake sideways so that it doesn't clog the sprayer. Okay, well, it's going to spray weird no matter what I do, so I'm just going to get some blender in there and kind of lighten it up a little bit so it's not quite so opaque. And then I'm going to dry it and just let it hang on to where it wants to hang on to. And I'll spray some more purple on top. I might spray some actually while I'm doing this so that it will mix with some of that. There, I like that. Look at all those different layers that we did to get up to this point. And the white is still peeking out on some of it. All right. Now, the thing is, I've got a big old purple blob there, but you guys, I have another secret tactic I can do. Watch this. So this is pigment ink, which I don't know if that means waterproof. Does anyone know if pigment ink is waterproof? You guys let me know if you know. Anyways, this is a white stamp pad that I was going to go over the top of this with and try to lighten up the top portion of my flower. There we go. What do you think? So I'll see if that will dry there, or if it's going to come off with anything that gets sprayed on it. But at least I have that for a savior if I need it. I knew that purple was going to be an issue, and that's not even the darkest purple I have. So there you go, huh? So, okay, let's bring in a little bit of this teal. Let's get that squirting right there. And lighten it up with a little bit of this blue. And hi, Gina. Thank you, Millie. I don't think it's probably going to be waterproof either, but either which way, it will work out. All right. So now I've got my purple up there. And I think I'm going to... This is really awkward, you guys, because of the size of the book and the space that I have to work in. So that's what my issue is here, is the book wants to flop around on me, and I'm trying to get it to show you guys and not have things run the wrong way on me. So I'm wrestling an alligator here, and everything's falling on the floor. Really love the way that purple changes colors on there. If I don't get it too heavy and let the white gesso shine through, it works out really well. So I don't even know what colors I dropped to know what I'm missing. Oh, the teal. Okay. And I found the lid to the blender. So now I've got to find a way to get this edge to not be bugging me so much. And I think maybe an option might be to actually use some straight ink on it and with some blender instead of spraying. So what I'm going to try to do here is get this pink in here if I can. Those bottles don't want to bend when you try to squeeze them. That's the only bad thing for me, is I want to be able to squeeze it out. So do you see how I'm making that liquid go forward into the center? Kind of blending that color in there with the, is it an extender? Blending solution, not extender. Now I'm wondering, that really toned down that area. So I'm going to grab my pink and bring that in and see what happens. And I might be getting towards mud. I might. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, that helped it. That helped it not seem quite so. And if you look really close, it doesn't look as disjointed as it does when it's from far away. But I do have a rub-on metallic that I'll be using. I have a pink one and I have a silver one that I'll be putting over the whole thing once all my layers and background is. And if I don't like the way something's blending, I'll come in with acrylic paint and brush it to blend it better. But I'm liking some of the lines that I've got. I mean, I kind of think it's cool they're going up rather than down. I don't know why that appeals to me, but it really is appealing to me right now. Isn't that funny? But I'm just going to keep layering colors until I get the areas to where I like the background of it, and get the colors in there the way I want. So each time I just end up taking and getting a color to flow another direction. You know, normally it would be tempting to start making the edge really dark, but I really didn't want any of it really dark. So that's why I'm not doing that technique, although I've seen it, you know, many of the ladies have done that. But I just am trying to stay in a, well, let's bring the green on down here. Trying to stay in a flow of brighter colors. I definitely don't want anything with a dark feel. I want my pink back that I have, but I just am not going to be able to get it because I messed it up. That's okay. I'll just come up with another plan. I will. Bring down the comments. Looks like a coral bed. Oh. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I'm glad that you like it. I'm so happy. Hi, Nance. Easter egg, so pretty. There you go. Yeah, the thing is that my favorite color is a really pale pink. So to incorporate that into it, I have to keep my colors kind of bright and pastel-y and feeling springy. Otherwise, I'll lose my ability to put that pink. I have a pink, woo, like a pink Inca, but it's Nuvo. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this corner with this teal. Wow. Ooh, alcohol ink is poisoning me. All righty. So let's see about getting some white in here, and then I will go over that again. I wonder how light I could get this. I don't know. I might be able to just have the darker of the purple stand out and get the center lighter. Okay, so I'm looking at it on the screen, and the white is not, it looks more like a reflection than it looks like white, but I like this. I like this. I'm not exactly happy with that right there. I'm going to figure something out. And I would love to lighten this up, but I just don't have that. The only way I could do that was with the metallic, I think, because I can't. I don't know. I might could just go ahead and redo it with the white and then layer back up over it. I just didn't want it that dark. And I had a feeling, I knew I was going to end up doing that. I tried not to, but I did. You love the orange? I'll keep some orange for sure. I got some on the back. The back still is real bright and light. I didn't mess that part up yet, but I did start layering too much on the front and get it. I just want this white down in the valley there, and then when I bring up the other color, the pinks and silvers, at least the white will be back there. I shouldn't have gotten rid of all my white background, but just is what it is. Do what you do. So now I'm wondering who wrote the book of love. I'm wondering, this is one color. I used that to begin with. I think that might be that one, and that has the mica in it. I don't want to add any more yellow because the yellow hasn't done what I wanted it to do. The pink is kind of just blending into the background and not really making a statement there. That might help. That's good. Okay, so that's good there. That tones that down a little bit. I'm going to think on this a little bit and start finishing up anything I'm going to... Oh! Well, you guys just took a ride. I knew this was going to be too tough to do on this table with this webcam. But I apologize for the tumble. So, okay, I'm going to add some, oh, now I've got things falling on things. But I need to get a little bit more color up here, and I think I'm going to do it with these lighter colors. Okay, so the back of that is the galaxy print. Let's get a little bit of dark green on that edge, a little bit more up there. But here's what I got to figure out if I'll probably do some more blues because the blue is right there. And then if I do some blue here, I'll have 3 blotches of blue, which will help your eye travel. We have our green here. So let's make a decision about this area. This is that color that ended up turning brown on me, so I'm not going to use that. But let's go ahead and use some of this. Get this on the... It is literally squirting all over the place. Oh, where's the blender? Did you see there? Where those little dots that flew off of the bottle, I put the the blender on them, and then they just all watered out, spidered out. That was cool. Let me show you. There's some deeper oranges in there. That's nice. Okay, let's. I don't remember which one this one was. That's that pink. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some purple. Maybe that fell. Maybe I moved it somewhere else. I had a tall bottle of purple. And it must have fallen. Alrighty. That or I'm blind, which could easily be. I put it back in the thing. That's what you do when you're trying to be tidy, right? No, that's not what I do normally. Tidy or not. So I'm going to throw some purple in here. And remember, this purple is really strong, and so it is going to do a bold statement. But I am going to try to get it to blend out a little bit. There we go. I'm going to end up knocking that camera over again if I'm not careful. Okay, so that purple is looking out, but that purple, I'm not sure what the base color was for it because it just turned so almost brownish so quick. Now this one, I think I made from a, gosh, I want to say from a set of markers, or, you know, a couple of markers. Let's just see what we can get on the edge of this with this one to blend in some of that purple. Yeah, that purple doesn't turn the off color the way the other one does. Let me throw this underneath here. I don't want to get any of that. I don't know if you can tell. Do you see the kind of dark tint to that purple versus that purple? I like them both, but in different ways and for different reasons. And I need to get a bit of blending in there. There we go. There we go. Now that's looking really purpley. Look at that. That's got two different kinds of purples in there. Looking good. I'm going to leave this area really light white like that. I like my yellow next to the purple and the blue. I'm liking this down here okay. What I'm not thrilled about is the transition in this area, and I got to figure out. And this is the part, guys, is there's no, it's, hi Ashley. There's no actual like, oh goodness, I don't know what the term would be. I just know that you have to keep layering, and when you give up and don't like it, don't give up, layer some more. That's what Marta says. So if I'm not loving something, just I'm supposed to keep going. So I'm going to try maybe some of this orange that might be bright enough to pull the brightness back into this area that I lost when I was layering those other colors. And I agree. Look at that. I think that's awesome. That's helping a lot. That is helping a lot. So I put the white down and then I put the orange over that. I still have some of my red right here. And my blue is right there. Okay, so now what I think I'm going to do is I've got to figure out the best way to transition this area into something that won't make mud. So I wonder, would green be the best? Would green be the best way? Let's find out. Okay, I think I like that. Oh my goodness. Wrestling an alligator. Okay. Where's pink go? I'm going to put some more pink on here. And I'm going to try to darken up this edge just a bit. Oh, this red, I'm telling you. It's enough to drive a woman insane. So I'm assuming it needs to be cleaned possibly. So now I've cleaned it and it's dirtied me. We came to an agreement and I lost. There, it's at least spraying a little bit. Alrighty, so I'm liking this transition better. You have to admit that this has more character than it did. This is still really just kind of an open light area that I'm not sure about. And I want to bring in a frame out here along the flower, kind of like I have on this side. So probably, maybe it's my, oh, you know what I did is that when my camera fell and I pushed it back up, you guys, I didn't bring it back out. There we go. That'll help me a little bit, have a little bit more space to work with. I'm going to come in with this teal right here, because like that, but not all of it is going to be covered with that. Then I'm going to bring in some of the blue to tone it down with. Okay. Now, I don't think I'm loving this right here. I think this could be a better representation of even just yellow. It's just so pale. So even if I get in there and just darken that yellow up, kind of the same thing with that area right there. There we go. Okay, so now I'm liking that better. Let's put some of that purple on there and get our purple going the way we have it on the front. So I'm gonna fold this so that it just hits right here, so I don't lose all of that edging, but get the purple in there. You see how the purple color is different than the other one? That helped. That helped a lot. So now we have purple, purple, purple. Let's do some more purple right here. Keep the eye flowing. And I'm going to use this one instead of the other one. And then I'm going to bring in the other one and see what happens if I do it on top of that one. So maybe it's just whichever one goes down first. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely need to make some new colors. I need to make a lavender more than a deep purple, which is what I have here, deep purples, and I need to make lavenders. And maybe just figure out how to make some more pale colors. I just put the ink in there, and so a lot of times I don't know that lends to pale colors, because I don't know if it's that I'm putting too much ink in, or the type of ink, or it needs to have something to tone it down. That part I don't know. Okay, that was supposed to be green. I gotta not do that. I just realized that as I squirted it, that was supposed to be green. Green, green, green. This thing's gonna end up looking tie-dye, isn't it? Remember, this is just the background. We have no idea exactly what will happen with everything once we get all the colors on there. Once we get all the layers and everything we're doing, I'm definitely going to add some more green right here, right there. This is a different green. I didn't know. I thought it was going to be darker, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it around here. Okay, so now I'm going to find my orangey pink, put it right here, and keep that right there. Okay, guys, I'm going to say some stuff that they didn't say to me when I was watching them do these for the first time. This is a base level, and you make it bold so that it shines through whatever other techniques that you do. You don't necessarily make this layer look like you want it to look when you're done. You make this layer have properties that will come up through the other techniques. Now, I don't know every single technique that I'm going to do, and I don't know exactly where this is going, but I do know to do the other techniques, I have to put enough color in here to stand out. Otherwise, this all blends into the back and I lose it, and I lose all my work. So that's why I'm getting in here and making sure that I'm doing a bold statement of colors, and then have it to where I'll still see some of it through whatever I do. Because the fact of the matter is many times I've watched the artists do this much, and then they'll go over it lightly with white gesso just to tone the whole thing down. And that right there would make it all pastel. But if I don't give it enough oomph to have the next technique done, then it was all for naught. And that's what I've been learning. And I'm just showing you guys what I've been learning and what I took from what I learned. That's what I'm doing. So I, though, am really happy with my flow of color, Do you see how if you follow the green, you follow all the way? If you follow the blue, you follow all the way. If you follow the purple, there's not a spot where you just kind of, this is the only one and I'm going to fix it. But you kind of go and you follow, and it flows and it pulls your eye and it makes you want to look at the next thing. And so that's the cool part about doing all these different colors and everything. Even though there's so many, they just have to, I don't know if that helped or hurt, honestly. I don't really know. That flower, it just actually might end up getting gessoed. I just might not love it anymore. All the way out here I did okay and I could fix it, but that purple, putting that in there that heavy, I shouldn't have done that. If I'd have had a lavender, it would have worked better. I don't even think that at this point, the blending solution, nothing can help it. I don't know though. I'm going to find out, because if I find out, then I can let you know. So how far can I get that to just down to the white? Okay, well, good to know. Good to know. I got the white back. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I wonder if blue or teal would look better. I guess I'm not really happy with any one color being so bold in there, really. That's not terrible. At least it breaks it up a little bit from being a big old blob of dark color. But I definitely am feeling that it has some potential. If I put the yellow on there now, it would turn green. Guys, I'm going to have so many fun paper towels to work with. Look at this. Isn't that going to be awesome? Actually, I made brown. Look at that. I didn't even realize I made brown. 3 new comments. Let me bring this up. Is it all alcohol ink? Yes, it is. Everything I'm using is either alcohol ink that I've made with markers or Ranger inks, but it's all alcohol inks. That one is my only, this out of the whole thing, guys, this is the only thing I regret right here. And I can just paint right over it and do something else. It's not something that I feel is a failure. It was that I tried and that I didn't make work what I was wanting to, and that's okay. See, I got a bit of a brownish here, but I'm thinking that kind of looks like you know what happens when still water sits too long, or coffee dyed type of atmosphere. So that's okay. I'm not upset with that. But this just turned into a big old muddy mess. And so I might just repaint it and then finish the techniques after that. So I think I'm going to call this this layer done, and then I'll repaint this and repaint it with gesso, or just paint over it a bit with gesso. And then I'm going to let the whole thing dry overnight, because I don't want to put layer over layer of moisture on top of my modeling paste and have anything. I don't know what happens, but I don't want to find out, because that was a lot of work. Boy, is it loud and gorgeous, huh? Look at that thing. You know what? Jody Grimm could put this in her 70s journal. My goodness, this thing is just wow. So in case anyone's here who hasn't seen the inside, I created these images on the inside. There's a daytime scene, which I got purple ink on. Ooh, I'm going to figure out how to fix that. And I have a galaxy image over on this side that I created with alcohol inks and decoupaging. So this is the outside, that's the inside. And let's see. Hi, Kimberly Bowl. And I'm gonna fix this to where I can get it to look more like the rest. And then let me show you the Nouveau products that I'm going to use. I have them right up here. See if I can do it without knocking anything down. So this is the silver, and then I have a pink. But there's the silver. Isn't that going to be gorgeous? So I'm going to paint over this so I can put it, well, you can't really see it on that anyways. But So I have this in a pink that I want to put all over it. And if I would have gone back to do it again, I would have made more of the areas this pink, because this was the pink that I was wanting, but I'm okay. I like the purple just as much, and the blue. But what I'm trying to decide is I don't think I'm going to put, I'm tempted to make a hidden spine is what I'm thinking about doing. My very first hidden spine. And I'm thinking about doing that because I don't know how I feel about putting the holes in here. I have to think about it. So I will let you guys know. Thank you for joining me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.